good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are tuning in and creeping with. We are currently here on Main Street in the historic downtown Gresham area. Right here behind me sits Powell Boulevard, Highway 26, and there are many of great places to eat in East Multnomah County, Gresham, and a very iconic place, a Heart and staple, a landmark rather. Polar King has just removed one of their iconic pieces of Gresham, their signage. I'm not sure what's going on. I was tipped off by a friend of mine. We're gonna do some creeping and checking out Polar King, figure out what's going on with their sign. There's been a lot of local businesses and in Portland that have taken down all the old history. We're gonna see if we can do a little creeping and figure out what happened to the Polar King landmark sign. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a good day. Creeper Cruiser looking nice. Yeah, we are starting off here in the historic downtown Gresham. But right up here on Powell, not too far from the main street of Gresham, sits Polar King. We're gonna go up there next and check them out, figure out what happened to the landmark sign. All right here on Powell and Cleveland sits the Polar King. And I think it's like early 50s, 1952 is when they opened. But definitely a heart and staple here in East County, Gresham. And if you notice up top there, that old neon, at one point there was another sign there, very iconic landmark to Gresham. We're gonna go inside, see what happened. I actually cruised by the other day and I didn't even notice it until I saw, well, I heard from a friend of mine who runs the Two Hearts Marketplace at the old Gresham Kmart. She said Polar King removed their iconic sign. So we're gonna do some investigation and hopefully it didn't just get broke or you know, damaged or stolen, who knows. We're gonna go in here and check it out. The sign is now gone. I definitely have pictures and stuff. It looks like they're maybe completely remodeling it. I'm hoping that the sign's not here. It was just right up top there. The old walk-up window. Dang, dude. Is it under here? No, just a bunch of rusty nails. Yeah, this isn't good. So I'm hoping that the sign is actually salvaged somewhere. We'll have to go in and talk when the people are here. But that's definitely unfortunate. I'm hoping it's not just buried in this pile right here. Dang. All right. Good news and bad news. The good news, the sign is salvaged. Gresham Historical is going to come pick it up. I guess the bad news is it's not going to be refurbished and put up on the roof, but at least it's in good hands, will be in good hands. They're supposed to come by at some point today and grab it. So that's good. Definitely. I'm thankful that they had the wherewithal to actually salvage the signs, because I think it's one of the original signs. I believe it opened in 1952. And some of the original neon still up front. I'll insert some old pictures that I found too. We did a vlog here a couple summers ago. Here's a couple old-timey pictures too of the restaurant here with the owners. It looks like they won a little award here back in 2011 as well. So yeah, pretty dang nice little spot to be at in Gresham. Like I said, when you come down off of 26 heading down from the mountain, this is like the first place you see with all the iconic you know, 50s style architect plus the old signage. So I'm glad that the sign is going to be saved. We'll have to head over to Gresham Historical a little bit later and see what they got to say. I'm excited to see it there though. It's a good spot for it. It's the best spot. On a hot summer day, you got to stop in here and get you a big old cone. They don't mess around. They're pretty big. We did a video here a couple years ago where I actually ate one. So have a good one.
Thanks.
You too. So yeah, the old signage still here with the neon, which is good to see. But that old bear sign kind of sat right up here. You would have seen it pretty far. I actually was able to document that sign, the whole thing, lit up at night. And I think at one point it was painted. Maybe the artist went up there to repaint it. I don't think it was ever actually removed, because over here in the back there's a big pile of scrap, and it was kind of concerning because I thought that's where it actually ended up. But nonetheless, they saved it. So yeah, gotta love the old neon. Very nice waitress, server, told me that she's worked there for 42 years and was very disappointed. It was actually her idea to save it. She said she went around back to park and saw the sign all bundled up there and all that old wood, and it almost made her cry. It was like, God, no kidding. And I'm also showing this theater and these old school buildings through here as well, because I always thought Gresham would make such a great filming location for a movie like out of the 50s, because we do have a ton of this Art Deco and kind of old school look to the city. A lot of these old buildings make a great filming location. But yeah, she said the owner was very adamant about not letting anybody film the sign. And so, I don't know, I think that's a good thing. I kind of wanted to just document where it stood there in the back. She said it's in the back by the kitchen. She said it's very heavy. I said I would gladly move it just so I could film it there in the kitchen, or you know, in the dining room area. She said it's very, very heavy. And she said the owner definitely doesn't want anybody to break it anymore or get a hold of it until the Gresham Historical got it. So kind of unfortunate. I wanted to see it kind of one last time at its location, but get local interviews, you know.
Are you really?
You guys have a good day, okay?
Have a nice day.
You too, bud. Thanks, bro.
Okay, have a good one.
So yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, I just was documenting things, and I like to. Okay, go ahead.
26 years ago, that we remember that sign. We're like, oh, that's a cute sign. So yeah, we took our kids in there, and driving by there, we always saw the sign. So I'm surprised. We just saw it last week. Did they just take it down?
They literally just took it down like maybe 3 days ago. And it's supposed to end up at the Gresham Historical, but we'll see. It's pretty much a landmark though, like when you're coming down off of 26, it's like the first thing you'd see into Gresham, so it's kind of disappointing. But at least it'll be salvaged.
Did they change hands?
No, same owners. I mean, probably not the original owners, because they opened in like 52.
Yeah, the bear and
yeah, it's kind of interesting though, so we'll see if they paint it or how it works. But thank you for your time. I just like to see what, you know, what other Greshamers remember about it. And
we just looked at it the other day.
yeah, I was just there, and apparently they took it down because it was rotten, but then they didn't want me to see it, and I was like, okay, we'll see.
I can see it would be rotten.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like pieces of Portland now that are that go away, and I've been able to document a lot of it, so it's been cool to kind of keep it alive. Well, kind of sad trombone moment again. I just popped in here to the Gresham Historical to kind of talk with them a bit about when they're going to go pick that up or what's going on actually with it. But it's Monday. I think this is twice that we've come by on a Monday. It's the only day they're not open, but that's okay. We'll come by here again and talk to the curators of the museum. I'm friends with them, and hopefully at some point we can come visit. Right here off of Main Street sits the museum. Hopefully someday we can come down here and see the sign again. I'm not sure if, I'm hoping no one will like try and refurbish it. I always like to see them kind of in their original, you know, state. In touch with the Portland Historical Society, the Oregon Historical Society recently too, because a couple other of landmark neon signs here in Portland were demolished. The 102nd or 104th Street drive-in sign was completely removed. My buddy Steve, the amateur historian, just did a great video on all the drive-in theaters around Portland that are basically no longer. But that was a relic that's gone. And then also the Canton Grill sign, I'm not sure, it was an iconic Chinese restaurant. I'm not sure if they were able to salvage the neon from that, you know, business as well. But the Polar King, very iconic landmark, like I said, coming down off of Highway 26 into East County Gresham, was like one of the very first signs you would see, especially at night with it all lit up with the neon and everything. So kind of unfortunate that it's gone, but at least it's going to be going here to a good home. So we'll see. So they say. But she was very adamant about me not seeing that sign for some reason. We'll see. That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.